Nothing like a good outdoor project when it comes to your decor. The weather is perfect, so please welcome Sharon Grech from Benjamin Moore. Oh, Sharon.
What do you think?
Oh, Sharon. You know, if I've never said it before, I want you to know that I love you. Please look at Sharon's getup right now, okay?
Come on.
Let us think back to the
Vintage.
30th anniversary show of City Line. And she was there doing her faux finishes in some part of our rewind tape. There she is.
Oh, there it is.
In the white overalls. And I said to her on the show, the only thing I want to know is, do you still have those little cute white overalls? Where did you find those?
And they're back in style. That's the best part.
Yes. You and I had a little back and forth about that because I did not believe it, but they are back in style. You can go find these right now in the stores.
And you know what? They're very practical and they're perfect for painting. So I was very nostalgic after I saw them. I'm like, I got to start wearing those again. And
you look as cute as ever. They're like the same size and everything. It's adorable.
I won't tell you my secret.
Well, we want to talk actually about painting your exteriors because it's that time of year. Finally, where you might be able to start dealing with this stuff, because the weather has to be a certain temperature for you to even go there, because you got to leave your door open, right?
You really should leave your door open for most of the day if you can. And I've got a trick for when it is time to close that will help you when you're painting it. So you want to start early. But yeah, you want it to be at least 5 degrees consistently. Okay. Like plus 5 degrees. I know we're not used to the pluses.
No kidding.
You want it to be 5 degrees. And that will just help the paint cure. So when you're doing a facade like this is a pretty typical one. You know, the brick isn't bad, but I've been finding more and more people are interested in painting their brick, whether it's old. So I thought I would show some tips on that as well.
Great.
So, you know, yeah, this one's not bad, but it can look really nice when you paint it. The only caveat that I love to give people, or I have to give people, is there's really no turning back, okay?
Oh, you're kidding me.
Once
you're
you
done.
paint it, it's a commitment, yes. No divorce. You're in it
You're
for life.
in it.
So make sure that you're ready to do that. And a lot of times if it's in rough shape, there's no regrets because it'll look so much better. It'll easily clean it up. Okay. So with mortar, there's a lot of different things you can do. This is sort of a fake brick, so I don't have deep mortar, but often you will have a deeper mortar. If you really have lots of time and patience, you're welcome to use a brush and brush all that mortar, but I really wouldn't suggest doing that. Obviously, the best scenario would be if you could spray it. So if you have a compressor and a spray gun, I would do that.
Yeah.
If not, I'll just pour a little bit of my Aura Exterior Low Luster, which is my favorite. The past 5 years, I've had several brick sites painted, and I've used the Aura Exterior for a lot of reasons. I love it. It's more environmentally friendly, gives a nice low luster, but you also don't need to prime it.
Oh, that's the best part about it.
Yeah, if you're getting out there and you're going to do all that painting, whether it's yourself or even getting a painter, it's nice that you can just do 2 coats. So make sure you've cleaned it, pressure washed it. Use a super duper big 30mm brush. You need the really rough brush, and you probably even want to put more paint on that. But the magic of TV.
Yeah, that's fine. Do you want the rough brush so that you can get in there?
Exactly.
Is that the point?
See how you can kind of get right in there?
Yeah.
So again, it's not like inside where you have to be so nitpicky, but in this case I did paint the trim already in a satin and in gray mist, color gray mist. So I would probably take that off when just so I don't go up there. So that's the brick part. Very easy, 2 coats, but see how well that covered even in 1. It's fantastic.
Now, would you have to do more than 1 coat? You should do 2 coats, huh?
Yeah, you should do 2 coats. It is a big job, and you don't want to have to do it again. So just make sure that you've covered it really, really well. When it comes to the door, see, I didn't put my gloves on.
No, but you're totally appropriately dressed. I love this.
I am, and this will be the one time I don't get paint on me, which would be ironic. So for the door, a little bit trickier. A lot of times we have these panel doors. If it's metal and you've got any rust spots, you definitely want to use your steel wool and remove all that rust first.
Yep.
In this case, it's in good shape. It's primed. It's ready to go. So I'm using Blue Echo from the Affinity.
Gorgeous.
Isn't it beautiful?
It's a nice blue-gray, but it's also sort of that sky blue.
It's really nice. And with the sandy hook gray that's on the wall, it'll look really nice. Now, I prefer to just use a really good quality brush and do the whole thing. If you want to, you could use like a whiz roller as well, but it's not that much to do.
Well, to help you with your spring painting project, Sharon has brought gift certificates for 1 gallon of paint for everyone in our audience, so take some risks there with your doors and have some fun. All right, we want to actually look at other door ideas, because you know what we often get here? We often get that doors are the sort of the places where people can express themselves.
Yes, you can have a little bit more
safe,
fun.
right? Having a little bit of fun. There are some colors, some really nice colors that maybe everybody wouldn't consider that you want to show us for door ideas.
Top 3.
That is so
Isn't that
nice.
Gorgeous?
Is that the color you just did over there?
It's a little lighter, but I used Blue Echo especially because I wanted to show a darker version. This is Breath of Fresh Air, which is Benjamin Moore's color of the year for 2014.
Yeah.
Use it a lot interior. It looks fantastic outside with that white siding. It's just gorgeous. So I wanted to show that door as well. And it really is a breath of fresh air. It's really got this light sky blue, as you were saying, with the other door. So that's one. Yellow is a very popular color.
I don't see that a lot, actually, but that looks gorgeous.
It looks great. I think people are a little nervous about using such a bold color, but you're starting to see it come back more and more yellow. This is actually one of the historical colors, Stuart Gold. Benjamin Moore's historical color, so it's got a lot of depth to it. It's not too bright. It's not like yellow highlighter. That's what you want to avoid.
Yeah, that's a little bit much.
So a yellow door is sort of very cheery and happy. And then the good old traditional classic red door. It never goes out of style. This is another color from Benjamin Moore's Affinity. It's called pomegranate, and it's got a little bit more of like a berry color. It's like a pomegranate.
Yeah, it's like a deep red,
it's deep.
which I think is lovely. All right, let's call in our other guest experts on the show today. We've got Karen Kane, we've got Kimberly Selden. Come on in here. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Okay, well, since you're here, I want to see your doors. So let's show Sharon's first.
To show my door.
No,
it really
it's actually
needs painted.
It's beautiful. I was embarrassed. I didn't even submit my picture because I don't want to put it up against yours. That's lovely.
You know
it's
what?
a
It
nice
looks good from
color.
a distance. It's time to restain the deck and all. But I have a boring gray siding, so for me the door is the only area I can show personality. So I used a color called Rusty Nail.
Very nice.
If you changed it, what would you change it to?
Because
that's a good question.
Playing with colors all the time. I know, I'm so into the blue right now.
Blue, right? Yeah, blue. One of those blues. Okay, let's take a look at Karen Kane's door. I love the construction of this. It's just something you don't often see. And it's a nice chocolate brown, isn't it?
So this we actually matched. So this door was built in 1956.
Oh, wow.
And when we bought our home, it had this sort of, rusty orange colored stain on oak.
Yeah.
And I loved the look of the door, but didn't love the color.
Yeah.
So we ended up replacing all the windows in the house as well and painted the door to match the window color that came that was available through the window company. But you can see it just, it creates a whole new look for the space. We still have to change out the door hardware to a nice satin nickel, but it's, yeah.
There's a
That's
thing
very
here.
cool.
Every designer's like, well, I didn't get a chance to finish
Exactly.
this or that.
I
Do this. The shoemaker's just children.
Always. Although you
that's
guys,
the doorbell on the left there.
yeah.
We've been living there for 6 years. We just got the doorbell.
That's good. That's refreshing.
Solid
We
door.
like hearing that. Okay, Kimberly's door is next, and I love this door
I
as
only
well.
have one door, and it's a wood door. It's a walnut door,
But
and
it's big, it's
really
tall.
and I love it. It's grand. And then at the bottom, there's the stainless steel. So if you come up wearing your mucky boots or whatever, and then of course I have the ferocious foo dogs guarding the door.
They'll get
But
ya.
I got nothing to do there. I'm happy. I'm good.
Yeah, you're fine. You're done.
But I live in a condo, and I so want to paint my door. I feel ripped off that I can't. I love painting front doors, but I won't wear overalls. Nobody. It's not a good look for me. It's not a good. Please don't ask me. Oh God, she's gonna ask me. I know.
I really want you to wear them.
I might live to regret this too.
No, you
My
won't. You're
husband
too
was like,
cute.
it's not as dorky as I thought.
Wow.
He remembers it, so that's
Of
good.
course he does.